And here we are. Hi, everybody. This is the TNA NXT Thursday Night War, whatever you want to call it, after show. Again, Eamon nor Mad Mike are here today. I don't know.
Losers.
Mad Mike said he was going to see some XXX gay porn or something, and Eamon is in a XXX gay porn. But with me,
Riz, we live in Pennsylvania now. It's a new day. I want you to change your attitudes.
my attitudes never change. But with me, that voice you heard is Mr. Mainstream himself, Matt Carlins.
I'm here to keep you company. I'm here to counsel you.
Mm-hmm.
I was following your Twitters tonight, the Wrestling Mayhem Show Twitter account, which everyone should be following if you're not already.
At Mayhem.
And at Mayhem Show, you should be following that right now. In fact, if you aren't, you should go pause this. You should go follow it. You can come back.
Yes.
Okay, you're back.
No, you know what? We'll wait. Go ahead.
We'll wait. Go ahead. We'll be back. Okay.
Good.
Riz, I felt like I had to come on here and keep you company because I sensed a lot of angst on your part toward Impact tonight. You seemed not angry. You seemed a little upset at the wrestling product.
Not at the wrestling product. To be fair, the wrestling product was adequate today. Unlike some times we're on here and we are, belligerent towards one organization.
Is that your one word? Is that your one word for tonight?
What?
Adequate.
Adequate.
That's the most backhanded compliment I think you could ever give to a wrestling show. Adequate.
And I just did.
You did.
But the wrestling was fine. The segments with Gunner and Shaw, albeit good, wasn't really getting anywhere for me. They were well done, but we had the same problem with Mr. Anderson and Sam Shaw. You're putting them together with two different forces. One being Gunner, and another being Psycho Sam Shaw.
Mm-hmm.
It just seemed awkward. That would be another word. But before we get there, Carlins, what is your one word?
I'll try to do this in my best Christy Hemme voice. Bobby!
God, she's
How's
so
that?
annoying.
I see. I can't.
Like I
Whenever she does Bobby Roode, it's always what I look forward to her is her doing that Bobby. And now I got to hear it. She can do it for Bobby Lashley too. It's great. I get it like twice a night now. Bobby.
I miss Jeremy Borash. But anyways, like I said, the matches were good. I mean, even your favorite wrestler, Willow, decided to show up and actually put on a pretty decent match. But then we have segments like Anderson drinking non-alcoholic beer in a biker bar.
How do we know it was non-alcoholic? Did he state that it was
He stated it was non-alcoholic beer, which it was kind of classy.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell it wasn't the right beer because there was two different beers. But I made the joke that he was probably drinking Zima and didn't know it. But what else happened? What else happened? You watched it.
Maybe I did. There was a pretty. I really was down on that segment where they had MVP and his buddies and then Dixie came out with EC3.
I'm not gonna say it. So nobody say it. please nobody say it.
Okay, I won't say it.
Because we had a little accident last week, which was fun. But go on.
I mean, the segment was just it was death. I mean, the crowd was dead.
It was
And Dixie and MVP interacting, it's like didn't make any sense. And
no.
Bully Ray came out, and Bully Ray still has the same problem Bully Ray's had since he
But
went face again. And tonight, actually, I think now Eamon has a new favorite wrestler in MVP because
yes.
MVP pointed out the flaw in Bully Ray's character to his face. So if Eamon doesn't give MVP a gold star this week, I don't know what.
How long has that been a thing? 4 or 5 months now since he said that, and now they're just getting to the point where, oh wait, why are you saying this now when you wanted to do this to somebody's kids?
Yeah, exactly.
But
now will they pay it off?
No.
Because if they're smart, you start to remind people about what a jerk Bully Ray is, and then you plant the seed in people's minds. Oh, maybe this guy can't be trusted, and then you can turn Bully Ray back to being a heel, which is what he should be, anyways.
He should be a heel. His name is Bully Ray.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Billy. It's not Bubba Ray again. It's not Brother Ray. It's Bully Ray.
Right.
Bullies are usually bad people.
Yeah, and he is a bad person. Even when he's being a face, he's kind of a bad person.
But he's doing it for the people now, so I don't know.
It's no good.
No, but like
it's frustrating.
Like you were pointing out before, that segment was only two things that I really liked. One was the pointing out of Bully Ray's flaws.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one was when Dixie got the tables. When EC3 got the tables for Dixie.
Yeah, it's perfect.
The conversation between both Dixie and EC3 was excellent.
Yep.
But
that's why EC3 is Mr. Thursday Night, everybody.
Yes, Mr. Thursday Night. You want to touch on anything else on TNA?
Not terribly. All the girls were in pink tonight. Yeah. I didn't understand why. Everyone, I mean, come on, girls. Go with a different color every once in a while.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt. Helps differentiate yourself. I don't know.
Like, it just seemed good, but not, awesome. Like I thought it was going to be. Maybe it was because I was going in with no expectations about this thing. There wasn't any promotions or any, because we are, let's see, it is the 22nd today, and the pay-per-view isn't for another month. It is not for another month.
And it feels like they've got at least like 3 or 4 matches, like,
and they are
basically
promoting those matches, which is another thing that we've had trouble discussing before.
But is there any? But I mean, does it feel like there's any real story going towards these matches? It just feels like they're kind of marking time a little bit.
The only story that they're trying to build on is this whole. They're gonna hate me for saying this. Authority angle going on in TNA.
Mm-hmm.
With the power-hungry MVP going up against the fighting champion of EY. Okay. But other than that, there's nothing really big about it yet. They still have a month. They have a month to build up.
And I hope they're thinking hard about ways to build up that main event match, because it feels like it needs a little bit more.
Yeah, and if the payoff is MVP wins, I'll be so angry.
I mean, and maybe that's what the payoff should be. Maybe there should be some sort of screw job, but I mean, it just kind of depends on where they get to. before they reach the pay-per-view. I want to say one more other thing about tonight is watching Bobby Lashley's match tonight, and I mean, he's all right. I mean, I know that another backhanded compliment about wrestling tonight, but when you compare Bobby coming back to like what we got when like Batista came back, and Batista just looked like worn out. At least Bobby doesn't look like a wreck when he's in the ring. He's still getting stuff done in there, you know.
Bobby Lashley, for all what it's worth, is in actual wrestling shape.
And now they actually have him like, you know, tied in with MVP. He's right there in that main event scene now. So now they're actually going to be able to get something out of him, which is what they should do. He should be up there. You know, no matter what you think about whether he's worthy or how much he cares about wrestling or whatnot. I mean, a guy like that should be hovering around the main event, and now he is. So it's good. Good for TNA.
And also, Eddie Edwards can run from a hospital to a ring only to get beat up. It's kind of... I mean, the thing between him and Kenny King was a pretty good kind of, sort of, not really a match. And it just faltered after, you know, a suplex to the ramp.
That'll happen.
Yeah. But nothing too bad. Nothing too good. It was just a good, solid Impact, which is very rare for us to say.
It was adequate.
Adequate. I mean, am I wrong that it was adequate?
No, it's just, it sounds like a backhanded compliment.
It kind of is. Because you saw last week's episode.
I didn't see last week's episode. I'm sorry to say.
You heard our comments from last week's episode. It was better than last week, which is what they need to do. So that's our TNA part. For those who want to, you know, stop this video here and do something else, go ahead. Because now we're going to talk about NXT.
Riz, do you got one word for NXT?
I'll let you go first.
Veterans. I'll explain after you give your word.
Burn.
You know, they push this NXT stuff on us that we're going to get to see the future stars. And the next thing I know, I'm watching NXT and I'm getting Kurt Hawkins and Tyson Kidd on my TV in the main event segment. Where are the young guys? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just complaining to complain.
Kurt Hawkins needs it.
He needs something.
Tyson Kidd kind of needs it. Kurt Hawkins needs it more, but Tyson Kidd needs it. Because you only remember him because he was with Justin Gabriel for that tag team flippy move guy.
Right.
And
as you alluded to,
crown hair.
And as you alluded to, the Aaron Neville got in a pretty nice burn on Tyson Kidd tonight.
Because at Takedown next week, it's going to be...
Takeover?
Takeover, whatever. Takeover. Takeout. It's going to be...
Takedown is when they invade SmackDown. That's when...
Yeah. It's going to be Adrian Neville and Tyson Kidd. But not only that, it's going to be Charlotte versus Natty Neidhart. Now, for you guys who don't follow Total Divas, why wouldn't you follow Total Divas? Come on. Tyson
All of you might want to sit down for this if you don't watch Total Divas. Just sit down for this.
And Natty Neidhart are a thing.
They are
So,
parents to a cat.
yes.
Perhaps more than one.
I can see that. And but the burn was Neville in his, what is he, British? Walesian?
Welsh?
Welsh. In his Welsh accent stated that the only, now give him credit. He did say Natty's gonna win. So that's a nice prediction there. But he also said that Natty's going to be the only one to bring home a title in the household.
It's too bad Tyson Kidd winning that title is so far out of the realm of possibility, because it could almost be interesting to see him and Natty as like the old man and woman of NXT, kind of like holding on to desperately holding on to this one last shot at glory,
And in every week they go, back in my day, and
back in my day in
rock
Calgary.
on Bray Wyatt's old rocking chair while talking about it.
Not too bad.
And Natty getting hot flashes and stuff like that.
Cranky old couple, bickering married couple. They can almost do the happy wife, happy life angle.
Yeah, but he just wanted people to believe. Why didn't people believe?
I'm sorry, I can't.
But for those who don't know, well, yeah, you have to know now. You're watching TNA after the NXT after show. The Mr. NXT himself, Bo Dallas, has to leave NXT. A moment of silence for that.
It's a crying shame.
Even though, tomorrow he'll be on SmackDown. Spoiler alert. But the Big E Bo Dallas match was a good match. I can't wait for Bo Dallas to do stuff in SmackDown and Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Big E as well looks, supple. I think you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it was a good solid match, and hope there's more to come with both guys. I would like to see them wrestle in SmackDown or Raw, especially seeing that awesome intro for Bo Dallas. But Bo Dallas, during the break, what he did during that entire thing is why I want Bo Dallas in the WWE. He goes to the back, comes back out with a microphone, starts telling people to leave, and then he just goes, you know what, I'm going to be the better man and leave. And he just leaves. Now, just find this and look at it, because I can't explain enough to you how awesome this is. You just have to go look for it yourself. Let's see. Like I said, I kind of spoiled it. Natty defeated Sasha Banks. I was kind of hoping to see the BFFs. Is that what they're called? Yeah, the BFFs go up against each other. But it's not going to happen. And I don't want to see Natty win, so we kind of know who's going to win the women's championship.
Yeah, ready or not.
Here comes
She
Charlotte.
goes. Yeah, she goes from Natty gets to move on from the boss to the big boss. Ha 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 ha.
Boss.
Oh well. Sorry.
She's the boss. Let's see. What else happened? Oh. Mm-hmm. Camacho got counted out. Because Adam Rose is awesome, and
NXT superstar Camacho.
He's not Mr. NXT. That's Bo Dallas territory.
Who's Mr. NXT? I know. That's why I'm NXT superstar Camacho.
But yeah, Adam Rose defeated the NXT superstar Camacho
there you go.
in a countout. Now, I was hoping a little bit something more was going to happen. I don't know if did you catch that match at all?
Yep, I caught some of the match. I like what Adam Rose is trying to do with his in-ring and trying to be more aggressive. I don't know if it can overcome the fact that he still prances to the ring and through the ring whenever he's doing his intro, but that's okay. I like Adam Rose just fine.
But I was expecting the party posse to come out during the count out and just like body surf Camacho into the ring and just have that match continue. But
we are going to get a rematch at Takeover.
You want to go over
and maybe
you want to go over the
and maybe sure. Yeah, I mean, but
we'll cover it the entire NXT show in about 10 minutes.
Well, let's just start with the Adam Rose and Camacho rematch.
Yes.
And hypothesize that perhaps if Camacho tries to make a run for it again, that the bunny, the cheeseburger, and the rest of the gang are going to come down. The pirate, and all their buddies
outside singing,
are going to hoist up Camacho and haul him back to the ring.
Yar.
Yar.
You have that match, and the match they announced today was a number one contenders match for the world title between Sami Zayn and Prince Pretty himself. Say it with me. I'm losing my track.
The Sultan of the Selfie.
Yes, that guy.
Tyler Breeze.
Tyler Breeze. Thank you. I had a brain fart just now.
That was a rough one.
That was a rough one. It's been a long day, Matt.
It has.
It's been a long day. We just watched 3-4 hours of wrestling.
Well, yes, but thanks to the magic of competitive television, you got to condense it into a 2-hour span. So.
Yes. Well, as well as Legends House, which is kind of awesome. But yeah,
all right, so let's just... Yeah, Tyler Breeze versus Sami Zayn
is going to be an awesome match.
So let's just presume that that your boy Neville is going to bulldoze Tyson Kidd. So which of the two between Zayn and Breeze do you think is the right choice to be the next man up?
Yes.
Yes! Okay. What? Wait, what?
Either one. Wouldn't you want to see a Sami Zayn Adrian Neville match?
I do want to see a Sami Zayn Adrian Neville match.
Or a Tyler Breeze Adrian Neville match?
I am less warm on that one, but that's no slight on Breeze. I just feel like he's not done cooking yet.
I mean, I would more like to see Sami Zayn for the indie fan in me. But Tyler Breeze wouldn't be too bad of a choice. And like I said during the Battle Royal itself, either three men would have done tremendously. Like, I'm shocked it was Tyson Kidd, but I'm equally excited for both men and want to see where this goes. Not only that, we have the NXT Women's Tournament.
Mm-hmm.
This is weird. It's the second tournament for the championship, and it's only had one other champion.
This is the only way they could possibly crown a champion.
Because when Charlotte decides to leave, they'll have another one, and then so on and so on and so on. But yeah, you have Charlotte and Natty Neidhart.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte's going.
Oh yeah, big boss.
And I don't think it's going to be that good of a match either.
Is that an indictment of Charlotte?
I think they're both okay wrestlers, but Charlotte's a little less like she has the chops to be the best, be a good wrestler, but she's still pretty meh
Pretty
because
meh.
she's been in the ring for a few months. Natty's been in there for a few years,
Mm-hmm.
so it's gonna show, I think, unless Natty can somehow carry it. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but
I'm just
it'll be
saying.
interesting to.
Maybe you're right, and maybe I am angry.
I sense a little bit of anger.
Like,
Well, if that doesn't get you warmed up, I think there's one more match we have to mention for Takeover next week.
mm-hmm.
And will history be made? The tag titles. Your boys. The Ascension.
No.
Taking on my boys. Callisto and El Local.
Why are they your boys? Just because they're just because
of the two of us, I am clearly the more masked wrestler of the two of us.
Olay.
And so I don't know. I'm making that up. Olay. So I mean, come on. How much more Ascension? Okay.
Go ahead.
Is the Ascension going down? That's the only question here.
No. I
mean, eventually they have to lose. They're going to move up, right? I mean, this has to happen soon, right?
No.
What more can there possibly be for them to do in NXT besides devour the entire tag division?
What they're doing now,
even a tag division left.
Yeah, what they're doing now is they're gaining tag teams to go up against them. Before you just had, here's this one guy.
Did you hear that? That's nothing. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, they put in one guy, and they both beat up on that guy, and then knock one guy off and do their finisher and leave. Now they have to do the entrance one. They're going through jobbers in the beginning. Now they're going up to slightly better talent than jobbers. Then soon enough they'll face that team. Kalisto and El Local, for all it's worth, isn't Ascension worthy. And even Ascension's not Ascension worthy yet.
How long is this gonna take, Riz? How much longer am I gonna have to sit through these two stiffs just holding those belts and beating everybody in sight? No. They're your boys. My boys are the two guys in the masks who are gonna win the tag title, probably on some fluke roll up. Your boys are the two stiffs with the laser light show during their entrance, who the only words that come out of their mouth is those are your boys.
And but we the only thing that would make this worse is if the special guest referee was Mojo Rawley.
Mojo Rawley needs to find himself a tag partner and win those belts.
Oh my Jesus.
I will be in the bathroom when this match happens, doing the Ascension poop break. just putting it out there.
Now, is that during the entrance, or is that for the duration of the match?
The match.
Match, okay. You stay for the entrance, right?
No.
You do watch the entrance, right?
No.
All right.
When those little flashy things light up, I leave. But yeah, that's next week. We'll definitely be covering that. hopefully
We should just blow off Impact next week and just talk about nothing
yeah.
but Takeover.
But then we would be nothing. They wouldn't listen to us. We do this for the fans. We do it to see all the comments down below, down in that little thingy down there. We'd love to hear from you. So if
Go ahead and leave us a message or something. All good things. All good things.
all great things, and who knows, we might have a discussion.
I just need to make sure that we're not getting any angry comments right now, real quick. No, but looks like you're in the clear here tonight.
Yes.
Good job.
But next week's gonna be big. Oh, one more thing. What's the thing you learned from Legends House?
What I learned from Legends House, I learned that old men will do anything for a pretty girl. How about that?
I learned that Mean Gene Okerlund is the dirtiest man on the face of the earth.
He's a role model.
How many times did he mention that he has a boner in that episode?
I tried not to pay attention to that.
Good, because I heard it once and I nearly want to poke my ears out.
It was hard enough watching Tony Atlas smell her shoe.
Oh, that's another thing. For those who like Easter eggs, that thing Tony Atlas did, putting the shoe on top of his head, total fantasy. That is a fantasy, a real fantasy, putting a shoe on head.
If you're into that.
We did that on the Mayhem show once. It was kind of weird. Speaking of the Mayhem show, you want to continue talking to, if you like what we do here and want to watch us every Tuesday night around about 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We do things, we talk about WWE, NXT, TNA, stuff like that, all over the place. We're off the wall sometimes. Who knows? And also, 11 o'clock, we do talk about indie wrestling in the Mayhem show, where Eamon actually shows up for once.
Oh, and let me tell you something. All you legions of Eamon haters out there, and I know you're all out there, I don't agree with you. But if you're out there, Eamon haters, and you haven't watched this week's Indie Mayhem show, you need to do yourself a favor and watch that Indie Mayhem show.
Because I'm on
it is one you do not want to miss, and the Riz is on it too. It is a tremendous episode this week.
Because Eamon doesn't get to talk as much. We do this all the time, every Thursday night, and also Mad Mike is usually here. He's doing cosplay as Storm or something. But
well, there's an image I'm not going to get out of my head.
Thank you. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next week, bright and early at 10 o'clock-ish, 11:30, I don't know, for the TNA NXT After Show. Bye.
Peace.